All right, I am here. And put a little caveat on social media in terms of starting by 8:15. That's generally my rule, y'all, in terms of streams. By the time that I start, that time stamp plus 15 minutes after is usually the general time I'm aiming for. I'm crying. I see no I saw. Welcome in. I'm screaming about the use of the faces y'all are doing, but I hope you're having a nice one in terms of shenanigans. And I will do shout outs. Please go check out these lovely people on socials in terms of shenanigans. Um, but I hope everybody is doing well whether you're watching me morning, afternoon, or evening, whether you're lurking or watching the VOD. I do want to put a caveat here. Y'all know me in terms of shenanigans, in regards to what's going on in the world. So I did not want to be dismissive, but I do have folks who watch me all over the place, all over the world. So I will say for those of you who do engage on the West Coast, specifically if you are from California, I am sending you a lot of love and a lot of ease and just processing of what's going on. For those of you who are not based in the Americas, specifically Turtle Island, there are a lot of wildfires happening in California. So people are being impacted where they're losing their homes, and it's just a lot of different factors at play that have caused a lot of devastation and continue to as people try to find refuge and figure out how to sort through the turmoil right now. I've been personally keeping up with it too because speaking for myself and nobody else, I am in the sciences, so I have personal training in emergency response preparedness, as I have talked about in sparing detail. But I was to say that if you've been impacted, I do hope you're taking care right now. I hope you're safe. I hope that you are able to just be loved on a lot right now. And if you know any resources or are not close by, I hope people are holding on to their loved ones a little bit tighter tonight. I personally hate seeing things impact people, and there's only so much we can all do in our own respective corners. But as always, and like I apologize as I switch um, uh, bots in terms of things, in terms of trying to get resources from Hurricane Helene for folks who were impacted by that in North Carolina or the Maui fires a little bit ago. I do keep a running list of social causes and groups who are doing things on the ground to be able to support different things going on in the world. So I hope folks who engage with me know that I might not talk about it, I might not say anything, but I am thinking about what's happening. I do pay attention to global news and just what's going on in the world. So I always just say that if you can do a little bit, if you got a little bit of extra, really try to do that and really just try to look out for people if you can, and try to just be kind because people are going through a lot. And it's really devastating in terms of losing homes. I have loved ones actually who've lost their home before to fires and stuff, and it's not great. So, all to say, I just wanted to say that first and foremost before I got started with things today. That I'm thinking about everybody who's been impacted by just devastation and tragedy of any sort, and I hope folks are just doing what they can to take care of themselves and their loved ones at this point because it's a lot. So, um, but a couple of announcements in terms of things. Like I said, I'm in the process of getting my bot and stuff together. As folks saw with the Twitch test, we'll have another multi-stream tomorrow because I realized as I kind of get some stuff together and figuring out multi-streaming that I'm actually pretty close to unlocking affiliate on Twitch. I think I looked at the specifics about it, and I think as long as I stream a few more times on Twitch as well as stream for at least 8 hours, I think I can unlock affiliate. And the reason why I'm saying that is while I do not plan to monetize as a streamer, as in all the stuff I do will be for hobby and for fun. So I'm in the process of figuring out how to ensure of that, as in if you are free to support other streamers that I know, including mods that who support me and other mutuals and friends who do this full time, but I do not want your money. I don't really need that. I'm really privileged and grateful that I can do this for fun. So, like my other hobbies, I do it to learn things and grow as a person outside of what I do for work, which is always, I separate my work life from streaming. So, shout out to those of you being respectful of my life outside of this. But I am hoping to, if figuring out some things to donate all proceeds from streams to social causes and organizations I care about. I've got to create a list of the ones that I would like to support, but essentially I would encourage you actually to donate to those folks and do not give any of your money. No, Zeno is lying in the chat. Do not give me your money. Please go give it to a social organization. Um, in exchange, what I will do is that I will look into this in regards to things. I do have a throne, so if you want to support me in particular by stuff I might, whatever, I will probably refresh that. But please know that you are not obligated, and I would encourage you to not give me any of your money. Like, I know that's probably strange as a streamer. Streamers are like, for folks who are full time, which is fine because you're a business and all that. It will be like, give me money because I'm, investing it back into the stream, which is totally fair. I'm just letting y'all know I would prefer you not to do that. If you do want to support me, though, just give me some of your time. Tell folks to check me out and have some fun. Put me on some opportunities and stuff in terms of me being a hobbyist in this space and just having fun. But I will update my throne. So if you do want to support me in that way, that's probably the only way I will allow that, because otherwise I really will be donating all money for streams. And welcome in, Paz. I hope you're having a nice one. I will be donating all funds to social groups, organizations, so that they can use the funds for other things. Even if it's just $1, that's an extra dollar I can go towards something that the organization can use. So I'm just working out those kinks. But just know, I will be streaming a few more times on Twitch. I'm not going to have my commands and stuff up, so I appreciate y'all's patience because I'm trying to switch to StreamerBot. I am trying to figure out Mix It Up too. I just need to figure out what bot I like the best. So I'm trying to switch to StreamerBot and get some other things up. But hi, Pass. Welcome in. I'm just doing some updates in terms of things. So welcome into stream. I hope you're having a great one. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. So tomorrow's stream, for example, with Infinity Nikki will be multi-stream, so you will be able to watch me on Twitch if you prefer that platform. And then there will be some Final Fantasy 14 streams and probably at least maybe one Unicorn Overlord stream to test out the different things that I use over on Twitch. And that way I also don't have to stress out my mods. Shout out to the mods. So that they don't have to worry about any kinks and things yet. I'm going to try to meet with them first before I do any more intricate planning, like for the anniversary stream in August, so that's a couple months away. But I'll also say, like, I'm working behind the scenes to get going in terms of multi-streaming, because my goal for this year was to really iron out the kinks, have a media kit, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes to bring to you all in terms of streaming. So if you do check out my Twitch page, I did update it with some, like, panels and stuff now. One thing I do want to stress is that I can't do it on YouTube, but over on Twitch, I do have a list of games that I'm currently going to play, and also games that I'm doing off stream, on stream, and what I'm doing right now. So if you want to keep up with the games I anticipate to play, I will be updating that. So that way, as I say, every couple of streams, I can update you all in terms of what I plan to do in terms of gaming. And of course, with the Hobonichi and stationery and streams and stuff like that, I'm hoping to figure out how to create a list and plan for things in regards to those streams. But just know over on Twitch, I do have my streams set up with a schedule where right now it says Thursday to Saturday. Twitch, it does not mean I'll always stream on Twitch yet, but the goal is for me to be multi-streaming for Thursday to Saturday for streams. And if I add a pop that up on Twitch and YouTube. So the goal again this year is to try to be able to multi-stream fully and to be doing that all streams. So all it is to say, your girl is getting her stuff together. I have really been trying to, and behind the scenes, to do stuff. So I share stuff when it's ready. If it's not ready, I don't talk about it, because that's just how I go in terms of my planning. And I try to balance between offline and online stuff. So that's just how that works in my world. Yeah. Thank you for the adding of the commands, but yes, again, I am not trying to monetize. If I do monetize to be able to unlock stuff, it's solely for y'all to have badges and for you all to have access to community-oriented things, because I realize that I can't do channel points or any of the things I would like to do without being an affiliate. So I do not have any goals to be like a Twitch partner or YouTube partner. I can change my mind, of course. I will just say that maybe I'll change my mind, but I highly, highly doubt it. I do not see myself monetizing as a streamer. I really just see myself being like collabing with organizations and groups or like companies, game companies that I love, and just shouting them out and giving them all up, like Secrets of Skyvale. Which is my next announcement, which is for those of you who play Secrets of Skyvale who are interested, there is a open beta test that is going to start up the 10th, which is today is Wednesday. That's Friday. So if you do have an alpha code or got a code from the streams I've done, the beta test will start from the 10th to the 19th, and there is going to be an open test, as in they're going to allow people to start playing sometime this year. So I will give more information throughout the playtest for those of you who do have a code if you want to play. There's also more information over on Steam as well as on Secrets of Skyvale's page, so if you're looking for more information. And sorry, Zeno, this is what I mean about like I gotta update people's commands, because some of them have shout out in the front, but some of them just have like their username. So that is on me not being consistent with my nomenclature, as I have learned in my lab classes. So I will fix that. So that's why I said on the front end I gotta do some stuff for the mod, so on the back end y'all aren't stressed out about the stuff that I need to give y'all in terms of shenanigans. So that's on me. But yeah, Secrets of Skybus gonna have a beta test. I will probably try to see if I can stream in a couple of streams of it, but I will be playing, of course, since I'm a part of the creator program. So if you catch me in any of the maps, come say hi. Or if you want a game in Secrets of Skyvale, let me know. But shout out to the Secrets of Skyvale creator program. Like I said, it's one of the things I've really enjoyed. I've been looking forward to all the updates in the gaming, and I really want merch. But we all goody in the hoodie with that. Other than that, besides in terms of those announcements, this week I will be streaming a little differently, as in I'll be streaming tonight, tomorrow, and Friday, I do believe. So today is going to be Final Fantasy XIV, specifically Scholar shenanigans in the game. And then I will be playing Infinity Nikki tomorrow. Yeah, and that's what I mean, like, like, I want to consolidate everything, because right now it's kind of a jumbled mess, so that's some of the background programming that I need to fix, because it would be just so much easier for all of y'all and the mods to not have to deal with my confufflings, I'm going to call it confuffles, that I did when I was trying to figure things out. But, I'm the type of person where I, like, figure things out over the long term, and then I get really, really good and by the time I figure it all out, so it's great. So, yes. Gonna work on that. But yeah, we are doing Final Fantasy XIV tonight, Infinity Nikki tomorrow, and then Unicorn Overlord, I do believe, Friday. Next week, I do have my schedule up, so all the streams have been scheduled for the rest of the month. I do plan to set up things for February, March, probably by the end of next week in terms of my schedule. Pending any changes, of course, if I get sick or something, all the things that could possibly happen. But I should have all my streams up for the next quarter, and then as I get closer to being good about multi-streaming and setting up my bot and everything, and making sure everybody feels comfortable in terms of things, I will say probably by March, before we get to South of Midnight and Sea of Stars, that I will be multi-streaming for all of my streams going forward. So again, please feel free to support me either on YouTube, Twitch, or both. YouTube is always going to be my main home, but if you would like to follow me on Twitch, you are welcome to do that as well. But like I said, my goals really is to build in a way where I can get community and badges for you all, to be able to make widgets and cool added things for you all as my like streamer folks and community. It's really not about monetization. So it's just that most streaming platforms put a lot of like stuff like that behind monetization, and I'm just kind of like, dang. So I want to give all the funds to organizations, because there's just lots of different reasons why. But either way, I'm not trying to monetize, like I said. So I'm going to keep emphasizing that, even though sometimes people be like, well, I'm like, I have different goals in life. So I just like doing things for fun and building community and going to cons and doing stuff that I usually do. Not that I've been to cons since like before 2020, but y'all know what I mean, basically. But okay. That's pretty much it. So I think if I think of anything, of course, I can bring it up during the stream. But now we're going to go ahead and move towards Final Fantasy XIV. I'm going to be in this form today because I do want to save some of the bandwidth to test out the multi-streaming feature for Twitch tomorrow for Infinity Nikki. So I'm going to be in a 2D character cutout form. But we're gonna play Final Fantasy 14, so I'm gonna get the game up first before I switch screens. So let me just give myself a little bit of space, and then I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what I've been up to in the game. Since the last time I streamed, because it's been a minute, I guess, or it feels like it's been a minute in my brain, even though it's only been like a week. Like it's only been like a couple days. So for me in Final Fantasy 14, I think I've gotten back into a routine of what I want to do, and I guess I will say back into a routine in that I think I have realized for me that I have to be careful when it comes to streaming and gaming, because I do not want to burn myself out in terms of things, and I also want to balance like keeping having fun with the games that I play, but also like pacing myself very well. So I think I found some things that I personally look forward to doing, which I've talked about before on stream, but I also think about how making YouTube and streaming as a hobby makes things better. Yeah, and I appreciate you, Paz, in terms of multi-streaming and that too. Because again, I think to me, and this is something that again, everybody's different. So please don't take what I'm saying as like the mecca of advice. But I always had set myself up in a way to where streaming was always going to be a hobby of things. I appreciate everything everybody's done for me. I love all the support. But I'm also the kind of person where if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. And if I get sick of something, I'm just not going to do it. So I love streaming. It's a lot of fun. But I do not want to stress myself out. And I do not want to do something that is going to put pressure on myself. And I knew going into streaming that I wanted to do it as a hobbyist. So that's a little bit different from other streamers who, again, respect their boundaries and stuff, who want to do streaming as a full-time job. It's a different set of rules for me compared to someone else who is, you know, wanting to make this out of a career. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with being an influencer or a social media person. If that is your bag, I'm mad at you. But to your point, Paz, and I appreciate that, is that me doing it as a hobby means it's not as stressful for me, because I can give y'all the stuff that I want to do and show off things without the pressure of like where things are going to come from, metrics and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I do pay attention to stuff in terms of like what people want me to see me do, or stuff that people have said they'd love to see me stream and everything. But at the end of the day, and let me switch streams first. At the end of the day, I'm going to do stuff that I want to do, so that way you all understand and like see the joy in my reactions and stuff from an authentic place of I genuinely want to do this, versus I know not everybody has that luxury because they are trying to make money or need to play the algorithm and a bunch of other stuff. Not to say people can't do what they want to do, because streamers got it like that too. So not saying that, but I'll say like I set myself up as a streamer to be able to enjoy this and put my all into it in a way where it's not stressful for me. Now, the way I do stuff might be stressful for some folk, and I understand that. But that's why I tell people all the time, I sit on things for a very long time, so that when I do them, even if they got some issues and problems, it's not an issue. And I do a good job of balancing my real life, which I don't really separate. I don't say it in a way that people do, where they're like, I separate my real life from my online life. It's more like I have my boundaries and where my barriers are. And I know myself very well in terms of what I can and cannot do, and know the quality of things that I would like to put out versus the things that I could just kind of, I know I'm like, that wasn't the best or something like that too. So all I say, like, I appreciate and really have goals for myself in terms of streaming, but because it's for fun and for hobby and for certain creative goals that I have and not monetization, it actually relieves a lot of stuff for me for the other things I do to make sure I can take care of myself and my loved ones and stuff too, which is why I come very enthusiastic and fun with you all in terms of streaming. Of course, people respecting my boundaries, because I do know like some of my like people my like who are close to me and my family support me, so shout out to them. I love them. They're super dope. They have never had a problem with me streaming. They think I'm actually like, they've been telling me for years to do like podcasts and just stream, because I be tripping and stuff. But for you all, it just means like I'm putting my all into this from like a place of genuine enthusiasm and passion, because I just like the guy online of VTuber Python, like I said, is real. So I like having original characters and things based off me and my creative processes and the things I like to do. And streaming hits at a lot of those things, so it's fun. So yeah. So anyway, besides that, going on a tangent. So as an update, like I said, I am currently. I've talked about it a little bit before on stream, but I think for me, I am in the process of being an Omnihealer. So my goal, which I'm so proud of myself on, was to actually get to the point where I would play all the healer classes for you all on stream. I'm currently doing that. Scholar is the last class for me to be able to level up. I really enjoy learning the mechanics and being better at Scholar, even though I will do all the magical DPS classes, including Summoner. But I've spent a lot of time leveling up Scholar and my Archer, which playing as Archer has actually turned out to be one of my favorite classes. I really like being a Bard. Specifically for just the DPS abilities in Archer, it's really a nimble class. So shout out to my Bards out here and my Archers. Y'all are really cool. I know why y'all play this class. But Scholar is actually a lot of fun. I think it's actually becoming my favorite healer class along with White Mage. So it doesn't mean I won't be a White Mage main. It's more that I really appreciate Scholar in terms of the spells and the abilities to be able to play them. So I've been getting on mainly to do a lot of solo journey stuff in terms of leveling up Scholar and Archer, and then playing as Pictomancer, since my goal would be to get that to level 100, since that'll probably be the first magical DPS class I play that gets to level 100 for the other ones. And then I haven't decided yet what other magical class I will play. And welcome in, bees. It's lovely to see you. And yes, let's go with the crochet. I'm here for this. I am looking forward to it in terms of, you know, I love people doing crafts. Like shout out to T-Set for doing like lace bob in one stream, and then I love that you're crocheting. So I would love to know what you're doing in terms of crochet, but you don't have to tell me. I just appreciate you watching and crocheting. And I'm glad you can make it too. It's lovely to see you. And hi, Diego. Welcome in. I hope you're having a nice one. I'm just gabbing on about like, what's it call it? What I've been up to, goals and stuff. And then, of course, multi-streaming. And then also just, again, saying if you have been impacted by what's going on in California right now, I hope you're taking care of yourself. And if you're watching me to get a little bit of relief, I'm glad you're giving me some of your time because there's so much stuff going on. So I hope you're taking care and surrounded by love and a lot of just ease right now as you navigate what's going on. Because I don't take lightly, like life can just sometimes be wild and doesn't feel great. So for folks who watch me, give me some of your time. I hope I can give you some comfort and some chillness as I talk about stuff and, you know, gab on a little bit. But yeah, I will say for me, like Scholar has been a lot of fun in Archer and Pictomancer. I do miss playing as White Mage because I leveled up to level 100, so I can't do much without eating up EXP. But it really makes me excited for the next expansion to be able to just start out as a White Mage. And I have just spent a lot of time just kind of falling back in love with like playing a class from start to finish and to really enjoy being an Omnihealer. I don't know what class I'll do next in terms of magical DPS after Picto, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to do like Black Mage or Red Mage. Like the mage classes I'll probably do next, and then go through Summoner, and then after that, I'll probably finish up like Monk and Viper, and then start to, along with like starting the classes I just said, I'll probably start to do all the crafter classes. Jeez, took me a second, but crafter classes. So I plan to do all the crafting classes. I just don't really feel like I'm gonna do all the job classes. I just don't feel like it, to be honest with you. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to. I've just been running around, logging on, doing dailies, practicing as a Scholar. So tonight I'm going to specifically do some of the Scholar job quest stuff so I can get all the spells between level 50 and 60. Because I don't, like I've said on stream before, I don't specifically want to spend too much time playing the game and not getting the spells I need to do dailies right, because I don't want to annoy my party. Not that I'm worried about them, it's more like I don't have the spells I need to make sure my party stays alive. So we're going to do some of that first, and then we will just go ahead with the Endwalker MSQ, because as I said before, the goal is to get through Endwalker probably by, I'll probably get through Endwalker by February, March. So I imagine I'll get to Dawntra like I've been saying in the spring at the rate I'm going. Which is not a problem for me because I didn't really want to rush through the MSQ because I'm going to be sad when I get through all of it. But I also like want to pace myself to enjoy the shenanigans that's happening. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and do scholar stuff. Cause as you can see, I'm in the middle of a yard. Cause I literally was. I think I was doing a fate and was doing some of the just doing dailies and fates and stuff, trying to level up. Which I will say, as a pro tip, that's really been helping me level up a lot is just do your dailies and side quest. I couldn't do a lot of the ones because I did all of the ones when I was a white mage in Heaven's Ward. But there's a lot of side quests in what was it? In Stormblood that I haven't done yet, and some in Shadowbringers. So I'm actually excited to be able to get some more lore from those expansions that I might have missed while doing side stuff to level up, which has been really cool. So, but yeah, we'll do a couple of these quest lines, and then we will continue on with Endwalker. So that's kind of the big plan we have for streams, as I've talked about before. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of shenanigans. Yeah, because again, I was missing this ability, and I'm like, we need to be able to heal people. In terms of the question, Diego, yeah, I think it's great. I appreciate fan art in terms of things too. So if you'd like to, I have no problem with that. Appreciate that you asked, though. I think fan art is great though, and I think art is generally awesome. So if I'm included, I really do appreciate that. Especially Stars of Hope V2, like the title is really cool too. I like that. But I love like celestial themed things and appreciate like stars and stuff. So I think that's really dope. But I'm biased. My bias is showing for my love of art. I'm so grateful we get the the Heaven's Ward sound, cause like I say, y'all, I really I think I might play through Heaven's Ward again. I think I'll probably say that for when I get through all of the expansion, but I really think I'll probably do New Game Plus and just go through Heaven's Ward again, just for the giggles, just to say hi to my boy Emmerich again, and just enjoy it. And so I'm really grateful they do have that option where you can go back through certain scenes in the game, because I would love to just go through it and go through the expansions again, just cause. All right. So, love how the music's just like, excuse me, ma'am, there's a fate, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. Oh, it's a solo duty. Okay. Already coming out the cut with some shenan. That's cool. Let's hope my watching sparsely of some videos for Scholar and me playing, I've gotten decent enough to be able to survive whatever's about to happen. It looks like a little cat at the top with his ears. What is this? Like, hello? Okay, that's cool. We're just immediately gonna scrap on a qual. Oh! Okay. Well, that's great. Oh god. Just gonna put this down here. Oh. And then one thing I've definitely noticed, which is very interesting for me, is that I've gotten a lot better playing with my mouse and keyboard. But when I am like learning new things, I immediately go back to my keyboard, which is so fun for me. So that's the fun part about being a gamer. We have our tendencies, and I think I just like keyboard and mouse the most. If I lose this immediately because I'm not, I'm crying. I am pretty sure, though, if I don't keep you alive, you're gonna die. So I've learned my lesson the last couple of things. And we're just not gonna do that. I will say, though, for anybody who wants to be a scholar, this class is broken in terms of the abilities and powers. Oh, jeez. There we go. I personally like it, though, because, again, it's a little bit... Oh, am I stunned? Oh, okay. And hold on, I'm reading in the chat. Okay, that's cool, Diego, in terms of, like, the song, so... Keep me posted in terms of progress. And that's totally fine with me again. I think the main thing I would say for Scholar is that because it's a little broken as a class, it's definitely a bit more... I don't know how to describe it. It's like the powers that you can use with Scholar, once you figure out some of the ways you can weave spells and stuff, it's really fun to play. It might be the thing I have with Archer, where once I figured out how to do a lot of the controls in terms of the mechanics, I really enjoy the class. But I do know that I feel like, as I've talked with friends, Scholar is definitely just... Like, I know people prefer Astro and Sage because they're sexy classes, and don't get me wrong, I understand. I understand why. But I think my brain just likes the nerd appeal of Scholar to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to be a nerd about it. I like this class. I like the idea of using these spells that I have to do some damage, and it being slightly broken as I, you know, save Eorzea from demons and doom, basically. And it does. I see what you mean in terms of the gear golem. It's very interesting character design. I'm trying to keep him alive, even though I know I should be doing some more damage. Oh god. Alright, we'll do this a few times. And I think the thing about Scholar too is that you'll see here I have this gauge that essentially are my like ether charges. So I think I've just been mainly practicing, like with all the healer classes I've noticed, I've spent a lot of time practicing like the basics. So I'll watch a video and then go, okay, so you do this, or this is recommended, or this spell does this. So it's, you know, like people say, read your tooltips. But I also know that I learn the best from watching other people play and getting a feel from things, from just testing out stuff that works for me. So I tend to be more of a healer who focuses more on healing than doing damage, which means I still have practice I need to do in regards to playing the game, since I do want to get better at balancing between healing and damaging to make sure that my, like, you know, my party can survive. But I think I still more so default towards that. Mainly because when I'm learning new things, like I get very... I think people really refer to it as a healer anxiety, but I think it's more so just me trying to figure out like the boss mechanics while also trying to make sure my party stays alive and then making sure I use all the right buttons. So that's why with dungeons I have to recognize that I'm probably going to make a lot of really silly mistakes when I do it for the first couple times. But then as I've done more dailies to rotate through my different spells and things, particularly as Scholar and Archer, that it's getting easier to discern like whether I need to heal, focus on healing, or focus on damaging. And typically being able to utilize all of the area over time effects and like AoE spells to be able to, you know, do some damage as a healer, but also to make sure that I can heal at the same time. So it's been really good because I've been getting better at doing wall-to-wall. Like I've been really proud of myself in terms of being able to keep up with the tanks that I play with in dailies, but also being able to do some damage and then focus on doing AoEs and then massive heals. So again, shout out to the YouTubers and the folks who have guides out in terms of how to play as a healer, because it's been really, really helpful, along with using Sprint. So, and I've actually gotten really good at like the earlier content dungeons, but I gotta practice more with the higher level ones because that's when the real skill kicks in. And then I have to still prep for like Savage and Extreme raids, so that's kind of something I'm working on personally. Looks like it more. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense, Diego. I see what you're putting down there. I think the thing with DPS class is that because I played Sage and Astro, my brain is now a little bit more used to not being so far away. So I've noticed I've gotten better about circling the boss whenever I'm playing in terms of classes now. So I think it's been really good for me to go from healer to DPS and then back, because I am used to being able to just walk around and kind of assess my environment but know when to use certain spells effectively, and then thinking about, you know, just what's appropriate to do, but also recognizing some of the mistakes and habits that I have that make it a bit harder for me to be able to play. So I think I've really enjoyed that process of just trying to figure out what works in terms of spells, but also not holding myself to a standard of how I should play a game or not. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, like I've said a lot of times, my main goal in Final Fantasy 14 as a player is to enjoy the game and also to make sure my party doesn't die. If I die, I don't really care as a healer, because my goal is to make sure the party can keep going and to essentially heal my party members and help them keep going. But I generally do not give a crap about how the most effective way to play is, and it does not mean I don't pay attention to how people play in terms of their classes, but I'm not going to go off on somebody because they play it a way that's different from other people who play classes different ways. I more so just prefer to play how people recommend and, you know, use the tools tips that I have, but generally speaking, I'm really not the type of person to tell people how to play a game. Like, as long as you fulfill your role, which for a healer, your main job is to make sure party doesn't die and that they are healed and they can hit things, that's fine. Same thing with playing as DPS in terms of Archer. As long as I'm doing damage and not hitting my butt kill to make my job make it harder for the healer to focus on just to tank, then I'm good. Which is why I tell you, like, I'm not an a-hole about that type of stuff, because Final Fantasy as a game is really on my scale between, like, games I really have to think about, like Persona, and RPGs like Metaphor, to cozy games like Animal Crossing. Final Fantasy is like a notch down from Metaphor and Persona games, but it's still a game I have to think about, because even though I have muscle memory kicking in about the spells I do, which is why I'm still figuring out my hotbar, it's not something to where I feel like I really want to critique somebody on how they're playing the game. Because if you did what you needed to do, which is everybody lived, who cares? But again, people can agree or disagree with me, because I know some people get up in arms about, well, you shouldn't use X, Y, Z. I'm like, well, technically speaking, if they want to use Cure 2 and not certain things, then that's fine. I can give you some references, Diego, if that's what you're meaning to, which that's fine. I usually can, for art commissions and stuff I've done in the past, I've usually given people references of my outfits, but just like with redacted information, so that way, like, you know, certain piles and files and things I don't send access. So I definitely can do that in terms of what you need. So, but yeah, I can give you a reference sheet in terms of things if that works for you. So as long as it's like done in a respectful and thoughtful way, I have no problem with that. So. And that's, again, I'm reminding for folks in terms of fan art and things too. Like, I'm happy to give you references and stuff. I'm still waiting on reference sheets from my from artists and stuff I've commissioned. Just various things have gone. Of course, there's no pressure in terms of a deadline for them, but I'm happy to give those reference sheets if you need in terms of things for my model or any of the outfits that I have for my character. So I just don't have a reference sheet for my Final Fantasy 14 character yet, but I'm working on it. Nice. I guess we helped them in terms of learning about this thing that turns them into boneberries, which is still terrifying. I don't know how many quests we have that I need to do, actually. I think I have quite a few to do. And the scholar quest line, because let me actually double check. Maybe? I think I do. think I do have several to do, because I know I've been level 50 for a minute. Yep. Which is fine. Like I said, yeah, I will not, you will all see the job quests for all the healer classes. So I have about 5 or 6 more to go. And then the scholar quest line only goes up to level 80, and then it splits off into the royal quest, which we've done in Shadowbringers. I did it as Astro slash Sage, I think, if I remember correctly, one of the 2 classes. But we'll get more royal quest in Endwalker too. I just haven't gotten to that part yet. So y'all got the sickness from the sea, and then y'all turned into Thornberries. That's so odd. That's so terrifying. Also, the gift might have been the cause of the. It looks like too when I got invitation to make animation with other people, since no one taught me to make digital drawings to make animation, and guess to make my one mod. Gotcha, gotcha. That makes sense. Which I think is cool. I think when you have opportunities to work with other people to learn something in terms of things, I think that's always great. And I always appreciate seeing people like get involved with stuff like that too, in terms of just working with a group of people to be able to do something. So I don't know if these are all fight quests. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't mind. It's fine. The question is, oh, we're going to Camp Overlook. Okay. I still will say though, I'm still working out what I would like to do post MSQ for Final Fantasy 14. I think I'll probably do something really similar to Infinity Nikki once I'm done with that main story, where I'll probably just do random things that I feel like on stream with you all until there's more story content, or just side stuff that I want to do, like crafter classes and things, you know. But um, I'll firm it up once I get closer to Dawn Trail. Honestly, I still want to give myself the space to not commit to specifically what it's gonna look like, but just know you'll always get Final Fantasy 14 shenanigans from me. I didn't really, again, like I said, I didn't think I would fall in love with the game, but it's always that one game that's like tactics where I'm like, yes, I'm gonna play this game a lot, and now we're here. Whoa, where's where I'm looking for? It is here, right? I am confusion. I can fly, so that's good, but I'm low-key like, oh, it's up? Okay. So is it on this cliff here? It probably is. Yep. They're over here. Whoops. Sorry. It's a little jarring in terms of perspective. Okay. So we are here on this rock. Or I guess just these ruins. Maybe? I will say the darkest storyline out of all the healer classes is definitely Scholar. Like, whoever was cooking here. And of course there's more golems. Because they clearly like me a lot in this game. Like a little too much. And I did nothing. I did nothing to you. Well, technically, I am threatening to you in regards to my mission, but, you know, you don't have to be disrespectful about it. That's all I'm saying. me. That's cool. I got it, but I know. Just wondering about it. Alright. And we got it. Okay, so we're continuing the search. Well, I'm really glad I can fly, because I didn't have the ether currents for this area. I definitely would have messed up a little bit, so it's fine. Okay. More golem fights. We love to see it. I would do Art of War, but I don't want to hit the other creature next to him. Because that would be bad. I'm trying to let you low-key just, you know, go on by. Enjoy your day. Without smacking me. It'd be great to just stay right there. Okay, I think the only reason why I'm saying the Scholar's line is dark is like, what do you mean these people got turned into tonberries? Because they got some gift from random people. Like, that's wild to me. Oh, is it just going to be on these cliffs? Okay. That's fine. No problem. Oh, okay. Is it under here? Oh, it's down there. Okay, I was like, what am I looking for? Okay, now we use Art of War. Just cuz. Yeah, Diego, if I didn't repost it, I can, but I will say this. Um, I will repost people's art, and sometimes if I miss it, that's on me. Sometimes I'm just scrolling and stuff too, and that's fine. But I would appreciate folks like not having the expectation that if you do something for me, that I'm gonna do something for you back. If not, I would prefer you just not do it then, if that makes sense. So in this case, like if you do fan art for me in terms of things, that's completely fine. You have that choice. I really appreciate it. And I'm happy to repost and like posts from people in terms of things. But if you're doing it because you have an expectation that I'm going to just default do it because you want me to do something, then I would prefer maybe not, if that makes sense. I'm hoping being respectful in that way because, yeah. But of course, I'm always going to repost if someone does art for me or something like that. If, you know, once I see it, if I miss it, it's not like anything of hard feelings or something. It's sometimes like I'm just scrolling and just trying to, you know, um, like sometimes I'm just scrolling and sometimes I'm just not reposting stuff. I'm just looking through my phone and working and doing things. But please don't have the expectation that I'm going to just repost something because you do something for me. If not, I really would prefer you just don't do that because that's disrespecting my boundaries. And unfortunately, and this is nothing to you, Diego, it's more so just in general. I have had people come at me sideways for asking me, soliciting me art, saying they'll do art of me and expecting me to repost it everywhere. And no disrespect to anybody, but if you um if you do that, you're gonna cross my boundaries because you don't have to do anything for me. You should just do stuff because you want to. Because on my end, it's kind of like if someone I did art for I just give them the art. If they want to repost it, that's fine. If they don't want to, that's totally fine. But just know, like, if I ever miss your posts and things, like, I genuinely will repost art. So if I miss it, I apologize for that. But if you have the expectation that I need to do something for you, please don't do that. I would really appreciate that, because um, that sets up an expectation, and I don't feel comfortable with that in terms of things. Because I very am supportive of other people, but I do have to respect my own boundaries in terms of that, and look out. Not saying anything about you, Diego, but just in general, some people have unfortunately approached me in a way where it's like, I want to use you to build clout or something, and I don't play those type of things. If I want to support you, I will just support you because I genuinely care. But if you push me to do something to make you look a particular way, then I would rather just not. Like, I can go commission somebody for something, or I could go talk to somebody else. It's totally cool. I don't need that. So that's all I'm saying. So I will go back on my post on my end, and if I didn't repost it, I will go ahead and fix that. Because, like I said, I really am appreciative of people in fan art, and I do try to repost fan art that I get. Because, like, for example, shout out to Ate Honeymaru. I got to post some of the art that she shared with me because it's super pretty and everything, and I want her to get some love on it. But Honey didn't ask me. I'm doing it because I want to, because she didn't have to do that. But that's the difference, though. So, yeah. Anyway, I just want to put that out there, and just in general for folks, too, in terms of boundaries, like, please don't do that to people. Like, if someone wants to support you and you do stuff for them, that is great. I am the type of person where I will always reblog and retweet art that's made of me, because I just try to, and like and post, just so people can see it. But, like, do not have that expectation. Otherwise, I can't say, I can only speak for me, but I cannot say for other streamers that they will be like, oh, I'm going to do the same. Because you should just do it because you want to, and without any expectation, I guess. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope I'm making sense. I just want to be respectful to you, Diego, and just anybody in general in terms of that, in terms of just boundaries on that. Same thing, Master Y, I say with oh yeah, no worries. And again, Diego, I'm not trying to speak for it. I'm just apologetic again that I might not have, like, reblogged it, but it really is not any intentional malice. Like, I genuinely just sometimes see stuff, bookmark it, and then I just don't get to it. But if you ever make fan art of me, then this is for anybody. I will reblog and tweet it, because I just think the fact you took the time out of your day to do it is fine. But if there's an expectation that, like, if there's an expectation of crossing boundaries in the sense of, oh, I made this for you, so you have to do this for me, then I would just prefer not that, which, that's fine. So I'm not mad or anything. I'm just stating that just for people to be aware of where I stand on that issue, because I just think, I've unfortunately, like, had to shut people down and tell them, like, please stop soliciting me for things. If I want something from you, I would have reached out to you, but soliciting me is not the best way to approach anybody in terms of anything. So, but you're not doing that, so that's what I'm saying. You're fine. You're fine. So, because, like, you've seen me, and this is for anybody on stream, like, I'm not trying to poke fun or make fun of people legitimately. I'm just saying it because it's just making it known, and, you know, sometimes enforcing boundaries or whatever. But I'm really not trying to be disrespectful to y'all, because, I mean, you're giving me some of your time. You're doing fan art, that type of thing. So, I hope I'm making sense. So, and just in general, y'all, like, I would do the same thing too for other people. Like, I plan to, when I get better at art and stuff, is to make fan art for some of my favorite streamers. Like, I've bought merch from some of my favorite streamers, but like I tell people all the time, like, they don't owe me anything, just because I support their stuff. It'd be great. I love being mutual to some of the folks I've bought merch from, but I don't have an expectation of anything outside of that. It's great, but I'll just make fan art of people just because I want to. Because there's some really cool designs in the VTuber space, as well as just in general. So I'm a sucker for that type of thing. And I think it's just really important to be able to support other artists. So I personally will do that stuff myself. So that's why I'm saying it as somebody who is a budding artist on my own way, that, you know, I understand why why you mentioned it, and why we're having this conversation right now in terms of things. So. got dark here pretty quick. Hi, Lawrence. Welcome in. I hope you're having a nice one. I also hope you're staying safe. Oh, I appreciate that, Diego. And I mean, it's fine. Like, I just try to be like respectful, but I also want to be respectful of myself in terms of my boundaries because, like, I just don't want to give y'all a false sense of like I'm not a passive aggressive person. I'm very straightforward. I'm not going to tell people how to feel. I'm just going to tell them how I feel about something. But I genuinely am totally fine with being curious about asking questions about why somebody's doing something before I usually jump the gun. And then usually if somebody's doing something to me that I don't like, I will just tell them straight up in their face, I don't like that. And if you keep doing me like that, I'm going to go. Or I'm just not going to talk to you. So that's why I want to be respectful to you in terms of coming at it in a curious way versus like making assumptions. Um, and thank you, Lawrence. I was gonna reach out to you because I hope you're okay. Because I'm glad you're bobbing and weaving stuff. Because I was talking at the beginning of stream about how I'm just sending a lot of love and folks over in the West Coast because I know that wildfires are not a joke, and there's like not water in certain places. So I'm just glad you're safe and that you're doing what you got to do to be safe, and that I mean you're giving me some of your time, so I really appreciate that, and I hope that I can give you some comfort if I can, or you can enjoy yourself lurking or however you come with everything happening because again, y'all, like I said, just be safe and do what you got to do and just value people over property because it's not worth it with emergencies. Like, do what you got to do right now. Yup, exactly. And I was thinking of you too because, again, speaking for myself and nobody else, shout out to the folks who are staying masked, who are giving out N95s, who are giving out respirators, who are helping people stay safe because you do not want to breathe in wildfire smoke, y'all. That is not a joke. N95s, I know people talk about often in the context of infectious disease, because again, I am a COVID cautious or COVID informed person myself. But like, please don't inhale smoke if you have a choice. It is dangerous, and that is what scares me a lot about natural disasters with like smoke and gas and stuff. Is that if you inhale that, that's bad for your health. So if you are in the area or you know people, please just be mindful of that, and like stay masked up because I'm really, 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 really grateful, and I love seeing how people are mobilizing and giving out masks to people. And I've seen people like will out older folks or elderly people with masks and stuff, and just keeping people safe. It's really, really great to hear that people are employing what we have technology wise to just keep people safe. So I'm glad to hear it, honestly. um, and of course, like pay attention to local like folks who are well versed in that, first responders and everything too. For those of you who are impacted by these issues, please, please, please be careful because people will unfortunately be very disrespectful. People are just trying to find information and trying to stay safe right now. So that's real, and I don't want to dismiss that. So I know, like it's wild in terms of I can't hear people turning into thornberries. This whole plot line is terrifying. Like I hope we can get him back to normal with this like job series. But God, that's terrifying. Oh, when there's always some rhymes and stuff, there's some fairies or magic involved. It's some BS. Like, it's some BS, and I'm not here for it. Like at all. So, oh my God. Okay, so they gave you pretty much like tainted magical stuff that turns out into um thumbberries. Don't tell me that. Talking about some if y'all magically start turning to a thumbberry, let me know. Like, why would you say that? Like, terrifying. Man, I'm gonna have to fix my hotbar. Read your tooltips, as they say. Um I'm so proud though, because that means I'll be able to like not have disruption with the Endwalker, because I'll probably get to level 80 pretty quick. It wasn't too bad to level up pretty quick once you get to dailies. That's why it's taking me a little bit longer to a little bit longer to get to. Level up my archer because it's my archer's still level 30, but I still do leveling, which is really great. But man, that's what I'm saying. Like, so listen. I I do not like plot lines because I will share that I am reading a lot more, so that's what I've been doing a lot offline. I've been doing a lot of more offline hobby stuff, which I'll talk about more during co-working streams, I guess, or just in general. But I'm reading a book. It's called 1,000 Stitches. It was recommended because there's a book. The author, who I forget her name off the top of my head, she writes a book that's similar to Howl's Moving Castle. So I wanted to read it because it's talking about, not making deals with fairies. And this is just what this is giving me, where it's like, do not make deals with fairies and do not take stuff that you don't know where it's come from. Because what do you mean, like, these people just turning into other monsters? That's creepy. Like, I hate this. I'm not, you're right, I'm not having this. I don't like this. We got to smack the crap out of whoever this person is doing, whatever they're doing. What you mean? My ears and nose. What? I'm a Vier. I'm a Bonet. Bonets don't deal with this. Do not touch the ears. Don't do nothing. Like, we don't get rabbit tails because we just not that cool in Final Fantasy 14 to get bunny tails. But don't do that. Okay, cool. Free of disease? What do you mean? Like I'm saying, Zeno, like the Thornberry lore in this game is terrifying. I appreciate that, Bees. Saying, okay, but I'm built different, and surely the fate will not trip me. Listen. I'm not mad at you, Bees, for saying that, because listen, you got to be, for those of you who don't know about fairies tricking you, please stay away from fairies. They will make deals with you, and they're not great. I've read a lot of books. I know some things. I love fantasy, but I be like, listen. You got to be built different. I understand. I appreciate that, Bees. You got to be like Bees, y'all. Y'all got to not do that with the fairies and stuff. It's only versions of the cheese touch. You right, though, because I hate it. Because what you mean, I could turn into a thornberry if I'm not careful. Because why would I want to do that? Now, thornberries are great because they stab people, and the fear in my heart as a Final Fantasy player for thornberries, like I've talked about plenty of times, of how they could just stab you and just live their best lives. Like, they don't even think about it. They're just like, I see you, I stab you. That's their only modus operandi in life. But it doesn't mean I want to turn into one, which is why I hate this. But if we can get to the corpse and get to the cure, then I would love to help people turn not into thornberries. Because what do you mean? This was a Lala. This was a Lala, and now they're a thornberry. I hate this. So I will join Bees in the coalition of we not getting tricked by Fae out here. We not out in these streets. Like, getting tricked and turned into fairies. Which, by the way, I would recommend, which I'll do in my next book stream when I get through it. Please read 1,000 Stitches. It's cute so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm reading that, and I'm trying to read more fiction, and I do have some nonfiction titles I want to read this year, so I'm trying to get back into that. Exactly! So, it's literally just nothing's going on in there. Like, there is a brain in there making thought, but the thought is stab. Stabby McStab, stabbing people. Stab. Like, that's it. That's all thornberries are about. And I'm not mad if that's your modus operandi, that's your mission in life. That's just what you want to do. But I don't have to be there for the stabbing. I don't need to be in your line of sight. I could be like, you can go over there in that corner over there. I'm going to go over here. My black girl senses is going to be like, to the left. No, if the thornberry to the left, I'm going to the right type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't want to get stabbed. And they have butcher knives. Like, thornberries don't have regular butter knives where you could literally, like, not feel the pain. They have butcher knives. And I just don't have time for that as an adventurer. Just bobbing and weaving butcher knives. Oh, my goodness. But then if you are cooking this game, like, the cooking class for crafting, a culinarian, do you have knives where you could fight a thornberry? Is that how that works? Like, are you a magical culinarian where you could stab a thornberry back and like get revenge for every single person who's ever been harmed by a thornberry in Final Fantasy? These are the things I think about. These are the very things I think about. Oh my god! Sorry, I just wasn't prepared for there being another thornberry, and you wasn't doing nothing. I don't know your gender, so I'm gonna say they wasn't doing nothing, so my bad. for yelling into the mic, but you gotta slow your roll with the. Is that a? I think that's a little baby axe and the lantern. So right. I love my warriors, like, cause she be feeling me. She be like, I don't understand what's happening, but you know what? We gonna figure it out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all goody in the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I appreciate y'all enjoying my reactions that I don't plan. They just happen because I just be like, huh? Oh. That's all when I was streaming during that screaming during that Infinity Nikki stream, which again, y'all, sometimes y'all might have to turn me down because I be loud because I be yelling and I'll be ready. So I don't mean to jump scare y'all by me screaming and being jump scared, but I literally mean like sometimes you might want to turn me down because I could yell. But I'm glad y'all are enjoying me in my shenanigans. You look at me wrong, that's a stabbing. You enter my room, that's a stabbing. You pray, yeah, exactly. That's literally Dunberries, like to the T. There's gonna be a stabbing involved, and either you're gonna be involved in that or you're gonna see somebody get stabbed, and I don't think that's right. Dang. All right, Sergeant Thornberry. It's cool. Oh, okay. All right. He not playing with me. He's like, you better get it together, sis. You better get it together and do what you got to do. Okay. All right. It's cool. Just gonna go ahead and type this in the chat so we can enjoy getting yelled at a little bit more. Do I have to? Oh, I spelled it wrong. My bad. I put an extra letter up in there that didn't need it, and that's why the game's like, that's not what you needed to say, ma'am. I gotta do it again. Dang, he's serious. He's like, I don't trust you, girl. You better say it twice. Get it right, or get it tight. Exactly. Like, sorry, I was about to start singing. Get it right, get it tight. That's what he's implying to me, which is fine. Sorry for me butchering that line first, and then I said it right the second time. But either way, um, it's cool. I'll say it right the second time. That's fine. Sergeant Thornberry, it's cool. All right, he yelling. It's cool. I gotta laugh in somebody's face. Do I really want to do that? What do you mean I gotta go up to somebody and laugh at them in the face and hopefully defend myself when I get attacked? That am I supposed to go to? This is why thumb parries are aggressive. Because what do you mean? They're not defensive. They're just stab. That's their strategy, is to just cause mayhem. And this is what I mean. Because what do you mean I have to go? Like, what do you mean I have to go up to this person and be like, laugh in their face and defend myself if they attack me? I came up in their turf. They should attack me. He's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna have to fight him. Oh! He said, who you talking to? I mean, I'm coming up in his face, so I understand why he like. See what I mean? Like, this is why I'm gonna get squared up on. I told y'all, what did I just say? I'm coming to day turf being rude. Like, of course he's gonna want to kill me. Hello? Oh my gosh. Why are Thornberry so aggressive? Like, what is going on? This was unnecessary. I'm thinking the quest line's all dark and stuff, and then the Thornberry's like, nah, we just want to cause destruction and mayhem. It's literally the definition of that song that I be saying from Lion King 2 that everybody knows of. Deception, disgrace. It's literally that. And then there were more. Okay. Great story. Let me go ahead and just do the AoEs and I'm serious, Zeno, because that must be what it is. Because I'm like, what? Why? Why am I doing this on y'all's behalf? If you want to laugh in this person's face, go ahead and do it. I didn't want to start a random beatdown battle. Like, I'm not trying to randomly hurt people. Shoot. And please enjoy your lurk, Lawrence. Huzzah! Because we appreciate lurkers around here. Because, again, you do not have to say a word when you're watching me. You can just do whatever you'd like to do and just watch and listen to me gab. And, you know, not get stabbed by thornberries, as the theme of this stream is, apparently. Okay, so I did that. So can I not fight random people again? Sergeant Thornberry? That's not his name. That's what I'm calling him. Because what do you mean? Like, what's going on? Oh, so you thought I was gonna die. That's cool. All right, cool. It's fair that you're saying that I could have done it faster. What if I didn't want to square up on the dude? You know, not salamander oil. Oh, okay. You just giving us random things because you just wanted to, you know, do stuff. That's cool. All right, you finished the training. Thank you, Sergeant Thornberry. That's cool. The enthusiasm. I'm like, sure. Whatever. I gotta fix my hotbar. I act like I shouldn't be doing that right now during stream, but we're gonna do that. Especially now that we're gonna get towards sexy spells soon because we're level 61. And usually, y'all, for me, I try to keep my damage spells near each other and then my healer spells close by, along with keeping Sure Cast and Swift Cast so I can resurrect, because the equivalent of revive for Scholar is resurrection. So I'm still, if you see me play Scholar, just know that yes, I'm gonna be making copious amounts of mistakes still, but it's not because I'm trying to be ignorant and frustrate myself. It's more so I'm still learning my spells. So I'm gonna put that there. So you can only summon that with the fairy too. Okay. Broil is a damage spell. I gotta move down my hotbar. What's deployment tactics? Ew. And I feel like with the shield healers, I'm still not like 100% there in regards to where Scholar could be. But I definitely think Scholar, like Sage, is something to where you definitely, I feel like I mitigate a lot in terms of spells versus healing. And what I mean by that is the classes are built as shield healers or mitigation healers, in the sense of you're supposed to really think about how you can prevent your party from losing HP from the jump, versus White Mage and Astro I typically play in a way where since they're more pure healers, I mainly focus on, okay, I don't really have spells that can help my party besides, well, I mean, Asylum with the, the giant water bubble that protects people, but I mainly focus on damage and healing as people do stuff, versus with Sage and Scholar, I typically play where how many spells can I cast on my party that's going to protect their HP from the jump, versus having to do any mitigation to keep them from dying as I would as a healer. And probably doesn't make any sense, but in my head, that's how it works. So I'm a bit more of I'm more preventative as a Sage or Scholar than I am White Mage and Astro, even though that's not a thing, in the sense of you should be mitigating and thinking about your spells as a healer of what you can do to keep your party alive from the jump. But I feel like as a shield healer, I'm thinking a little bit differently than my pure healers, which makes complete sense out of an Omnihealer. For healers, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's totally fine. Just know that I use a lot of preventative stuff as a scholar and a sage. So that when Hardy's like, you've got like 50 different shields on, you'll be fine. You could take some damage. You're healing in real time. But that's why my hotbar I definitely need to fix up in terms of what feels comfortable for me to do, because now I have all these new spells and I'm gonna get so much more at level 100, as you can see. And I gotta rewatch some videos so I can actually know what the devil I'm doing with some of these spells. Because, for example, deployment taxes should be with this. So I'm going to move that here and move this here because I don't need that on my bar anymore anyway. There's a lot of shield spells. And then do I have Broil? That's an attack spell. We might be moving down the conga line. Actually, you know what? We're going to actually move this one here. And then move this here. Ooh, this here. Okay, I think I know what I'm cooking. I think I know what I'm cooking right now. Okay, we cooking with grease. Cool. All right. Because the thing about it too with your spells, which again is a general tip as a Final Fantasy 14 player, read tooltips, but just know what patterns work for you. So, like I said, I usually keep all my damage spells typically front end and my healer spells on back end, and then I try to keep my revive and swift cast stuff for my oh shit buttons on the other hotbar, only because as I've gotten to higher levels, it's not that I don't think other classes can't do their jobs. They typically do, and a lot of other classes have healing abilities. So I think that's why, again, with the healer strike, a lot of people aren't happy, because healers don't really have to do too much with seasons players because they kind of know what to do, where they're not like soaking up so much damage where they're losing so much HP. But you as a healer still need to know what to do when somebody does something wrong and then they end up dying. Because then it just gets all types of wonky and you're just like, oh, the party's dead and 3 of you are down and I've only got 1 revive with swift cast and I need to get you up to tank and like 2 other players along with the other healer. What do? That's why we love our DPS folks who have healing abilities and can, you know, revive. But God, when you don't have any other revive folks, it's a thing. He's like, I'm still working on stuff, but I will continue my training. That's fine. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a solo duty where I'm going to have to fight something, aren't I? Am I going to have to, like, fight some stuff? I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to fight some stuff. Which I ain't got no problem with that, but just... I think the incentive of it, though, even though I won't do it to play all the classes in Final Fantasy XIV, is legitimately for the lore and the stories that are weaved into the job quest. Because they're really well done. And so I'm just rereading some of the text to get some of the story. But, yeah, I think they're really intriguing, all of them. I mean, I think across all the healer classes, it's something to do with mitigating or... like healing people, whether it's through the diseases turning people into thumb berries for this quest line, or like healing the tree for White Mage, for Sage and Scholar. I mean, Sage and Astro, it's a lot of the same kind of motifs of healing. So I do like the commonalities, but each one has been very distinct in its own way, which is really, really cool. But y'all know me, I really do appreciate artists and writers putting in a lot of effort in terms of side story, because I personally just love like eating up lore for characters, especially games that I really like, to get more details. Okay, so we're going to Udal to get more information about the on things, so we can figure out how to cure these people. Okay. I love his little stance. I love Lala's. I love how my character's just constantly like, sure, Dan. I'm not mad about it. Oh, nice. I'm going to the Black Mage Guild. So that works out. To the city we go. Let me just teleport. Make this easier on myself. Okay. I've already done the Black Mage quest. I've started it anyway, but I haven't gone further with it, so that's why I'm like familiar with this place just a little bit. Oh, it's you. Unseen? Okay. 5 years ago? Oh, so we're going to Falcon's Nest for a book. Got it. Back to the Ishgardian lands for this book. Also, shout out to folks who make Procreate brushes because I love you, but I have to download your brushes. So for those of you who make them out in the void in the world, I appreciate you a lot. Where am I going? Oh, you're down over here. Oh, it's you? Okay. Okay. Maybe you'll help me find where this person is with this book that I need right now. To the store? Okay. Taking the North Star downriver? Okay. Let's see. I just thought about replaying Heaven's Ward, and now I get to hear one of my favorite songs of all time in the game. Which, for those of you who don't know, I love this song a lot. I do think I'm gonna probably read more high fantasy books this year, specifically. I haven't picked out titles, but I do know that, as I've talked about on stream before, Legendborn's book 3 is coming out in 2 months, and then some other titles. But I do think I want to read more high fantasy in the realm of Heaven's Ward. Because if it isn't already obvious, it's still one of my favorite expansions. It's up there with Shadowbringers. I do like Shadowbringers, but I do really miss Heaven's Ward. Like, I feel like Heaven's Ward was just a really good expansion for me, and it came at a really good time when I played it for you all. So I just have a really soft spot for Heaven's Ward. I know this song sounds completely emotional, but it's probably why I like Elsa from Frozen too. It's like that inner scene kid that comes out occasionally. But I love this song. So I'm glad we get to come in this area for this part of the quest. Ow! Oh, hello! Well, no time wasted. Hello. How you doing? Test out the new spells now. Okay. These are all healer spells, right? Yes. I see now. Is this me Like, I am a thing. Thank you. Thank you for the save, because, yes, getting murked by a griffin, I'm here for it. The Void Scholars effect on... Okay. The Void Sack Scholars. Okay, the sack. To the Void Scholars reading that completely wrong. Alright, Zeno, I'm going to add you to a party, but let me know if that is not what you desire as I run around for this healer quest line. And now I am teleporting to... We're in the Camp Bronze Lake again? Right. Well, we have to go back there for the quest line, my bad. I haven't leveled up yet, but yeah, it's fine. Let's see. And then as an update, we have just 2 more quests we can do as a scholar, and then we'll go right into Endwalker. So, getting a little bit of a detour before more of the darkness dark side. Because, as most of the people I know who play Final Fantasy XIV, do you know who you are, have been telling me, this is going to be a gut punch of an expansion, which... Okay, gotcha. Thanks for letting me know. Just let me know, Zeno, if you need me to disband as you're doing the role quest. So, I don't want to disrupt if we're in a party, because I know sometimes you can't do certain things if for the role quest. Okay, we got the book. And cool. Thank you! Okay, speaking of this, you just remind me, I need to do the magical DPS route for, I need to do the role quest for magical DPS. And for Archer, since in Shadowbringers. I'll probably just go back and do those probably after I get through main story, maybe? I don't know, I'll figure it out. Could you remind me I need to do those too, because there's going to be some in Endwalker as well. Magical DPS one when you get his favorite person in it. So Emmerich shows up, huh? Okay. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. This is a friendly reminder that your favorite streamer is a fan of Emmerich from Final Fantasy XIV a lot, because I don't have any chill. We get the Savants out there. Yes! Let's go! I'm sorry, but some of the scholar fits, whoever made them, you ate down. I can't dye this fit, but let me tell you how I love the scholar outfits. I saw somebody, I forget what they were wearing, but I think they were wearing maybe PvP gear. The scholar fits in this game are so dope. I am obsessed. I'm gonna do the magical DPS route just for Emmerich, just cause. Which I did actually finally get pens for Emmerich and keychains of him and Asinian, which I'm so proud of. I need to get some of Alicine Alphino though. I think I'm gonna work through all the Scions eventually. And now that I met Bune Boy and Grahatia, I have NPCs that I love a lot in this game now. The developers cooked with the story. Oh god, it's been feeding. This storyline is so bad. First we turn people into freaking thornberries, and now you're telling me this thing is feeding on people? Great. So we gotta go follow this thing, kill the void scent, and, you know, make sure it doesn't turn people into monsters even further. That's cool. All right. How many times have I heard that? The fate of the realm is in my hands. It's cool. I love her little pose. It's so cute. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go. Okay, now what do we? The floating city of Nim. We're not close to this, are we? No. Also, I will say this because, for context, I do not play League of Legends. I don't think I will play League of Legends. If I do play League of Legends, it'd be for a hot second because there's a certain character named Mel who's going to be in it next year. But I will say, as a fan of Mel, I love seeing her in the new Noxus drop that happened recently. And I also hate tropes where people do not do great things by black women and femmes. So I'm sitting with that contradiction. But all that is to say, Mel merch I will be getting as well because I love her character a whole lot. Sorry, I'm adjusting the stream a little bit. There you go. In terms of being a little off. In all seriousness, I did see the trailer for I think it's Noxus, the new area, which I don't think for Arcane, for the folks behind Arcane, there's going to be a series anytime soon. But it was really cool to see Mel, who was introduced in Arcane, get her own like continuation into the next parts of the world that is League of Legends. And I am not going to be somebody who specifically knows a lot about League lore, so don't look to me for that because I don't know it, and I don't want to. You can ask other folks who know all the lore who could tell you about it. But I do love Mel as a character. She's given Shuri from Black Panther vibes, where she's very flawed in some ways, but I do think her story, she's a cool character. And I have my things with the story, of course, but I still like her character. So the merch I will eventually get because I love strong black women characters. If that isn't already obvious. Magic portal, smoke. Zima's run. Do we have to do that now? And for context, Zima's run is a dungeon. I've done it before. But it sounds like we might have to do it again for this one, which is fine, but I didn't know what to expect with this. But we shall see in a moment what we're going to expect. Flying on my chocobo to danger. I'm thinking we're going to have to do Zima's run, though. If that's the case that I'm getting. Maybe. Or we might just be chasing them. Which is totally fair. And on brand. Oh, it's going to turn them into monsters because they're injured. That is diabolical. I hate it here. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Absolutely not. Do we have to fight like a giant, like Thornberry or some stuff? Like, is that what's gonna happen? Because if it is, I'm gonna be like, what the devil? Of course it's going to be a single duty. Yep. Whoops. Alright, Zeno, I'm gonna dissolve the party because I have to do a solo thing, so my apologies. You are in a cutscene, though. So I do not want to disturb while you were in a cutscene. Yeah, no worries, because I just, we have 4 Royal Marines is the quest we're on, and then we have 1 more the Vanishing Act, and then we'll be going right into Endwalker. And for context, several folks like myself and Zeno and people I know are currently all in Endwalker. But as I will always say, I will never talk about things that I am not at yet to avoid one spoiling those who've been watching me play the story. Which shout out for those of you who've been here since the beginning of me playing Final Fantasy 14. If you've been here through every expansion, I appreciate you. But yes, I will only talk about where I'm at in terms of the story in regards to Endwalker. So I will spoil and talk about Stormblood and all the other expansions, of course. So, alright, we gotta go kill this thing. Hopefully I know my tooltips enough not to die, but there's no guarantees of that right now. Okay. Oh, okay. The disrespect is high with these monsters. Okay. So, oh my god, I hate that one in particular. Why would you do that? Rude. Ugh, its name is gross cheese. Get out of here. Alright, that's 2. I need to find... Oh, never mind. I guess it'll update when I get all of them? Oh, there's just traces everywhere? Oh, some of them are fake ones where I'm attacking monsters. Got it. That is annoying, but I see you, game. Alright. It's cool. We'll get it somehow. It's fine. Dang, I gotta do this in 27 minutes? I guess that's not that bad, but... Ooh, there's one over here. Only found one. Dang. I love how these monsters are just like, hey, what's good? And I'm like, that's disrespectful, but it's fine. Like, hello? Like, why? Okay. Oh, there's one back there. Maybe I walked past it. Okay, so I found another one. Nice. Okay. Where are the other ones in my vicinity? Oh, there's one up there. I'm assuming they're popping up randomly? Maybe? I could be wrong, but... Okay, so there's a 4th one. Where is it? Where... Ooh, there's one back... Oh, there's several over here. Okay. Watch it be a monster. Of course. It's like, eventually I wasn't gonna get lucky forever, but, you know, it's fine. This name of this monster is so disgusting. Like, get out of here. Like, what do you mean that's your actual monster name? Okay. There's 2 more over here, so maybe one of them is the 4th one. Oh, is this the actual thing? What do you mean? Where are you going? Why does it have so much HP? Hello? What? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, y'all gonna have to run out here in the spa. Thank you. Do the right thing and leave, cause y'all y'all ain't got no clothes on. Y'all try to relax. It's not the best place to be relaxing. Okay, this is a great shot, by the way. I would 10 out of 10. Okay, now we gotta throw everything in the book at this monster. Alright. Oh. Aren't you a feisty one? Alright. Ooh, wrong button. Ugh. Oh, how did I mess that up? I totally did not realize what I did was wrong. Oh, well, it happens. We'll get it this time, I think. I'm assuming somebody's HP got a little too low and somebody died. I'm assuming. Anyway, I'm going to skip the cutscene because we just watched it and we're going to redo what we just did. But I'm assuming somebody's HP was too low and that's what happened, so it's fine or whatever. We'll just redo it. It's fine. I don't know if they actually like mix up the traces either in terms of which ones you can pick or not, but it's fine. Okay, that's one. I'm assuming these are random, and at least, or a sense of they're the same like areas that are populated, but they're random in terms of which ones are actually the traces that you need to make the monster come out, essentially. Something like the game like auto-populates or something. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. Ugh. When that guy comes out, it's always like jarring for me. Look at that thing. This is disgusting. God. Ugh. All right. Another trace is over here. All right. Cool. Got the second one. Let's try the ones in the back. See what happens. Great. Another one of you. Ten out of 10 do not like that monster. Okay, we'll try this one. See what this happens. Okay, cool. We got the third one. Now we need one more. Of course it would be you again to spite me. To spite me completely. Anyway, we hate it. Okay. Alright, let's try this space here. Of course it's not. I hate it here. Just a little bit, cause what you mean, you look like that on a regular basis. Stop it. Alright, we're gonna go now. Dang, where have I not been? I know there's probably one right in my face that I'm looking at. We got the ones back here. Are there ones over? No, because that has a blockage there, so we're missing some ones that are right in front of our faces. No. I gave you 30 minutes on this one, which I really appreciate, but also I'm low-key like, where is the fourth one? Because it's probably in a spot that's really obvious, and then again, I'm doing that thing that I do, and I say it every time, every stream, y'all, where something that's in my face, and I don't see it. I was doing great in the first go-around, and I died, but now the second go-around, I'm like, where's the other spot? Where's the smoke? Bring it to me. Where is it at? Hello? It better not be up them dang steps. Because if it is, I'm going to be like, dang, how was I supposed to believe this? It might actually be. Maybe. Maybe it's in the back here. I don't know. Okay, I seriously don't see this one. Other one. If I widen out my perspective, it might just be, again, in my face. Ah, there it is. That's what I'm saying. It's somewhere in my face. I just don't see it. There you go. Hello. Light trying to find me up the stairs. Then we're gonna go ahead and kill it. Alright, and then we're gonna skip the cutscene again because we just saw it, but essentially you're fighting this dragon-looking monster thing that is not friendly and it's going to kill us. Because we want to prevent the plague from happening. And not be weird. Okay. And as always, so I'm a little quiet during these types of battles. It's because I'm trying to concentrate. So if you're saying something in the chat, I apologize if I'm not getting immediately to it. I'm just trying to, like, essentially just focus. Oh, I'm so confused with this. So if I don't get rid of the plague quickly, they turn into thornberries? Is that what the issue is? Maybe that's what it is. Which is bonkers if that's what it is. Oh. I gotta use a Suna, which I'm not using on my hotbar, which is why the folks keep dying, and okay, my bad, y'all. So, for context, I gotta keep them from turning into thornberries by making sure I cleanse them with a Suna, which is the one spell I need to be better about using. And I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain healer weaknesses that I low key do that I'm like, oh, well then, we messed up for the second time. All right, now we can officially do this right. Now that I know what the problem is. Sounds like I have been keeping them alive, but I guess if I don't Asuna them, they're gonna turn into thornberries, and that's terrifying. I hate this monster show. I don't care how many times I see it. I'm just gonna be like, ill, gross, get out of my face. I don't like you. You can do whatever you need, but just not near me. Just saying it now. Well, this is a different monster this time. Pretty sure the game's not easy for this portion, because I feel like the other ones weren't horrible. I feel like most of the job quest line stuff is usually not terrible, but I feel like there's always one in every one that I've talked about before that just trips me up and I have to do it like a few times. So, hold on just a second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. Ooh, where is the thing I'm looking at? I'm gonna go back here. Wrong button? Oh, I found one. I love how they put them back here, like, wow. Of course. And I'm assuming I'll need to do Asuna on them as soon as the plague thing comes out, because I guess if I don't do it quickly, they're going to turn into thornberries, which is, again, terrifying of a storyline. God. Like, why? The writers cooked a little too hard. That's what they basically mean, is they cooked a little too hard for me. We still got 3 more traces to get. Okay, that was 1, so we've got 2 now. Of course. Alright, there's not any more over here. No. Okay, and I'm assuming one of the 2 will be back here. Okay. Oh, I just realized they have slightly different colorations to tell which ones are like the ones we need, essentially. I just realized that. Well, that's good to know. Okay, the question is, though, I need to find the last one so that he can pop out and I can kill him, finally. Alright, I went back there. Ah, there it is. Like, I know one of y'all is somewhere over here. Alright, up the stairs we go. I'll beat you, Mr. Light. Okay, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can Asuna quickly enough to stop them from being damaged in the way that they are going to, which gets on my nerves. We'll do it. We're gonna make it work. These things are mean, or this thing is mean. I think at this part is when they turn into the monsters, so... Yeah, I feel like I just gotta keep, like, doing Asuna on these folks. Ooh, jeez. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. I wanted to do some more damage, but honestly, I just focused on, like, let me just keep spamming Asuna so they just don't turn into Thornberries. Because, jeez. On some, I'm going to need you to clock out energy completely. I'm glad we stopped the curse, though. I'm sad we can't turn them back to normal, but still. Dang. He's like, you better stay trained, sir. You better stay trained, ma'am. All right. We love a good victory. Actually, y'all, I see the captions are being weird again. Um, Give me one moment. I'm so sorry. Uh, we care about accessibility around these parts, so I know sometimes I've noticed this quite a bit. But sometimes the captions just end up dying. There we go. Waiting for it to come back on for a second. Okay, we back. Nice. Oh, we finished all the quests for Heaven's Sword. That's awesome. So that means we are in Stormblood. Nice. I love to see it. All right, we're the next quest line at the Vanishing Act. We are going back to the Arcanist Guild, I think. Is that the Marauders Guild? No, it might be the Marauders Guild. All right, and this will be the last quest, and then we'll go into the MSQ for Endwalker. So I did want to get a decent split, as I try to do between like side shenanigans and the main quest stuff, if that makes sense. That's not where I'm supposed to go. Whoops. I love how I'm like, hey, you know where you're going? I'm like, clearly not. Dang it. I was right. It was the Marauders Guild. But I do want to keep leveling up, essentially, is what I meant to actually say, my Scholar, because I will be playing this class along with Astro and Sage through the rest of the MSQ, essentially. So. But I will guarantee there will probably be some Endwalker shenanigans in every stream in Final Fantasy XIV, because I'll be screaming every single time. Alright, we're going to go figure out what we're needed for. Assuming we're going back to Camp Bronze Lake? Yep. I'm surprised I didn't level. But it's fine. That's what dailies are for. I'll get there pretty quick. And we're going to look at my inventory. It's a hot mess. Don't look at it. It's fine. I want to see what the coat looks like really quick. I'm sorry. I just love the Scholar fit a lot. Can I dye it? I can dye it. Oh, that's going to be a mess for me. I will have fun with that after stream, though. For now, I think I have the most updated gear. Yeah, so I'll have to do some arrangements. But we'll go like this for the last quest of Scholar for this stream. And like I said, yeah, I will do a little bit of the Scholar quest line every stream until we get closer to being level. Which my goal is to just get to the 80s for Scholar to be able to continue on to Endwalker as a healer class. So I think we should be okay, though. I know I was a little like, oh no, I'm level 90 as Astro and Sage. But honestly, the way you need like so much HP to level up, I just haven't been playing those classes for daily, so it's just fine. And once I get Scholar up to where Endwalker is, I will more than likely probably balance it out where I'm not sure if I'll just do Scholar. Sorry, I'm not sure if I'll do Sage Astro to level 100 and then just do Scholar all the rest of the way through, or just toggle between the different classes, but that's kind of my thinking a little bit. Yes, the Void sent we defeated. That was turning people into monsters. You found a cure? Oh. You know, now that I'm doing this quest line, it actually fits where we were learning about Endwalker in terms of stopping what we were working with Alice and everybody on. So it's kind of a nice timing in terms of doing this. Okay. Escort mission. That was suspicious. Okay. That was a little sus. You're not telling us everything, Scholar Thumberry. I know that's not their names. They're all Thumberries, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But you're not telling us everything. It's cool. Ooh, Aft Castle. The meetup spot. Okay, so we're going to go find or look for somebody who might have a bounty on their head. Got it. Hopefully they don't. Maybe. I don't know. Suspicious. No, that's not what I needed. Oh, are you over here? Whoops. Hunting thornberries. Broke out in Vesper Bay. I think I have a Vesper Bay ticket. I've still got the Ether Ray tickets from there because I never used them. Pretty sure. Yup, I was right. I have a crap ton of them left. To the waking signs. I haven't been here in a minute, which is really, I just haven't been here in like more like a second, like a business second since come back here occasionally for other things. And I've been back here to grab some stuff in terms of Savage and Extreme Reads. Oh, over here. Whoopsie. Okay. Okay. And now we are going back to Camp Bronze Lake. I do say one of the things I definitely got to figure out before Final Fantasy Mobile comes out is the space for that. And how I'm going to feel going through ARR again. I'll do it, but it's going to be feelings all over again. I probably with a mobile version too plays Paladin and White Mage, but it depends. I actually need to see if there will be Archer, so I'll probably do those 3 classes. But we will see. Plus, I need to be a bunny. Gotta be a bear. Like, that just hasn't happened hands down. Okay. And welcome in. Okay. Well, with that, I think we've done all the scholar stuff, so we are going to transform into our lovely, actually, I want to be Astro or Sage. I'll do Astro. And then we're gonna continue with the main story for Endwalker, going back to Charlian, and going from there. I do think I gotta fix my fits and stuff for Sage and Astro, but we'll do it again off stream too. I think I'm fine with what I'm wearing right now. Wait, actually, where are my glamour plates? Do 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 do. Doing Astro? Sorry, I'm just trying to pick a fic. We'll do this one. There we go. Again, I gotta fix some stuff on my plate, but we'll do this for a while. Yes. Alrighty. Yes, I did change my outfit, Paz. Yes, I have been updating my glamour plates a little bit. I got some really cool gear, and I'm trying to get final fits because a lot of the outfits I'll probably have as my default ones are going to be from Endwalker because those are the clothes I've been liking the most. But yes, I appreciate you noticing. Yes, these are new outfits. And the last time we were here, we had just gotten new fits for Alice and Alphino from her mom, from their parents. And now we're doing reconnaissance, and we're gonna go down the other route with Asinian, Thancred, and Urion J now. The confluence. Right? Like, lore? Urion J lore? Yes, Moonbrea. And for context, Iceheart was back in Heavensward with Moonbrea. Moonbrea was Urion J's friend who unfortunately got killed. And Iceheart, of course, died too. So those are two characters that are now being brought up. And just giving some recap in terms of that happening back in Heavensward. Oh. You didn't go see them after Moonbrea died? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, right in the throat. Jeez. You know what? I'm not even gonna be mad at Urion J because that's messed up. I'm glad he sent the letter back to them, but damn, that's rough. And again, as a reminder, y'all, Moonbrea did die in Heavensward. Shout out to her. She sacrificed herself for us. A lot of people died in Heavensward. And Urion J is saying they sent the letter back to her parents that she died, and I guess he's been back here since. Because Grahatia, Thancred, Alphino, and Alice, pretty much the Scions are from here. The only person who's not from here is Stenian. Stenian's from Ishgard. And we're from where we're from, so... Oh, that's rough. Yeah, like... Yeah, I totally understand, dude. Do what you gotta do. I also appreciate this conversation because I'm in my 30s, so everybody, all the characters I'm talking to are also my age, so it's kind of like... Ooh. Alright. Okay, we're looking for a researcher. Got it. Oh. Really? Did I not finish the one that I was on? Really? Did I mess that up? I thought I finished the one for the story. Hold on. Sorry, I guess I got tripped up. Xena, are you saying the one that I'm on isn't the run for the main story, or that I need to finish the other quest line with Alice and Alphino first before I go this one? I got confused. Sorry. Oh, that's not it either. Lol. Endwalker. Yeah, because I remember we did the estate visitor as the last one, so I'm confused. Unless I missed something back in the other spot. I thought I finished it. Did I not? Oh, is there more to do? I guess I'll go to the thing. I'm confused though. I think I thought I finished the one for the twins already. I'll go check though. Hold on, yeah, sorry, just trying to make sure I pretty. No. The last quest I finished was the estate. Like, I know what you're talking about, like this area, but in terms of the main oh, I might have missed a stream. No, you're fine, no worries. Yeah, I'm just double checking, but yeah, I finished the one with the twins with Alphino and Alice because they got the new fits and everything. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah. Okay, so we ended stream last time where I met Alphino and Alice's mom. She gave them new outfits and then gave them tips on how to handle their daddy. Yeah. So no worries. It's all good. No, it's fine. I appreciate it in terms of things. But yeah, we finished. So for anybody who's for folks who are catching up, which I hope I mentioned, if I didn't, I'll do it again. Yeah, we finished Estate Visitor, which is the last quest of the first. So in every expansion, you always start with two different quest lines. You'll do both eventually. You could choose to do the one or the other. I did the twins route first, so now we're gonna do the other Scions route, which is with Yoya and Jade and everybody. So yeah, I see what you mean, Zeno. But yeah, I did that one. Yeah. So we're going to the other one at this point in terms of the quest line. Which, oh, we're going to the confluence, whatever that means. Oh. Oh, wow. Are you studying crystals here? I like these fits. I want this outfit. Test subjects. Right. Oh. Oh, okay. So they found a way where you don't have to travel being tuned to a etherite and think it's like, so we're gonna be the test dummies, and how fortuitous for us. Okay, so we're gonna be whisked away without having to attune to something. I think that's very much a very valid fear that your soul will gradually disintegrate as they drift helplessly in the live stream in the statistical unlikely event that something goes awry, which is very much a very, very logical fear. All the adults like, okay, that's not great. Huh. Okay. At least got everybody's on the same page in terms of the shenanigans, so. Alright. Alright, that's cool. We'll do what you gotta do. Just don't disintegrate me as I use the teleportation.
Right, we're all set. Just the 4 of you, was it?
Her etherite hearing is cool.
I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh, I would have preferred more test subjects.
No.
Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Girl, you couldn't have mentioned that before you whisked us away. Thancred, you never getting it. You never getting a day of peace. We're never getting a day of peace. It's okay. They bully to keep people over 30 in this game. Clearly. Like, okay, let's go. Ooh.
Home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay for a time. Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
Wow. We're here. Not in one piece, but welcome to Dabnar. It's fine. Is this their way of saying like y'all are 30 and y'all getting older? And I'm like, leave me alone.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
We're all just dead to the world.
Note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
So he's not the accountant in the group, even though, again, I'm not saying you should have your life together by your 30s, but by your 30s, you should have a certain set of skills to be able to survive. And apparently, Bonehead Batman here is about to do some stuff he's not supposed to do in the markets. But okay. I'm just like, Lord help me. I'm not feeling good, but we gotta stop Bonehead Batman from doing some wild stuff in the markets. We just got here. Oh my God, do I gotta run? Where he at? Hello? I love how it's like, go find a city and he about to do something really, really bad, really foolish, immediately. Ooh! I can't go buy the crystal. Ethereal sickness. What do you mean? The game's like, you better stay away from that crystal. Wow. The worst. $19,800 gil? No. Estinian. Estinian. No, it's not. Estinian. No, boo. Baby. I love you as a character, as an NPC, but you bet not. You bet not spend that much money on 3 drinks. Hello? Sir, we gonna talk about your spending habits. What are you talking about? Mm-mm. No. Estinian. Estinian, please. Please. So what you're telling me is that if I leave Urion J by himself, he is going to get Tataru to fight us. Great. Dang, that's wild. I don't want to be another crystal. That's a thing. Urion J's like, don't talk to me. I'm gonna be a sad noodle at the corner. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we didn't catch Estinian, Tataru was gonna kill us. And I ain't finna fight her over taxes. I'm not finna do that. Nope. You got me messed up. Thinking I'm gonna fight Tataru. Nope. Absolutely not. Is it suspicious? Yes. Is it dangerous? Yes. All right, so 10 out of 10, we're never doing that again. Also good. I love a good Laosse drink. Good choices were made. Justinian, please, God. We need to get you a like child leash. What are you doing? I love how Thinker gotta be like older adult, like friend. Let's talk about your spending habits. You don't need to buy that little thing from whatever you buying it from. Your fashion choices are questionable. How much you spend on this darn scrunchie? Tell us. 9,9,400 gil? Estinian, I could have made you a scrunchie for like half of that. If not like a tenth of that. What you doing? Thancred pretty much said, I thought Alphino's tomfoolery was exponentially horrid, but you have found a way to top it. Congratulations for being boneheaded more than the younger elf man. Senny is like, I don't even care. I mean, I'm gonna ask, like, aren't they selling prices a little high here? Huh. It's like an intercultural hub. Uh, yeah, maybe they're raising their prices because things are really expensive. I don't know, but it's a good point to raise at this juncture given everything happening. Law. Yeah, Tatari's not gonna be happy about Ascenian, but I mean that's to be the case because how did you spend that much money on a scrunchie slash a hairband, sir? How? And don't get me wrong, I'm totally about people setting prices the way that they do, but I'm assuming they made that comment because if Charleon is doing something with the forum, and this is like the place where people do trade and commerce, you'd want, I guess, to have prices that are reasonable for people to be able to afford them. So I'm guessing it's something related to that. Not that there's anything wrong in setting with your own prices, because people got to eat and live too who are artistic, for example. So then Dragon Batman will know the truth here. Yeah, he's gonna learn real quick. Because what do you mean, Ascidian? What is happening? Can I get near the Aetherite? Can I attune to it again? Is that allowed? All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure I can survive that. Oh, going over here. I do like this area though. It's really pretty of a city. I've liked a lot of the Endwalker like cities and towns. So far. Spoiled fruit. Okay. That's not suspicious at all. Okay, little port activity. Got it. Sorry. And hi there, welcome in. I hope you're having a nice one. Okay. So there's not a lot of activity in shipping and things here, so... Well, that's something. I'm trying to find the last thing over here. Maybe it's back in towards the town. Or maybe I missed it. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, nope. I walked past it. So the exorbitant prices is because there's not a lot of traffic over here, which is not a good sign. But if they're supposed to be the trading hub for Charlian, why wouldn't there be a lot more traffic coming down this way? That's suspicious. It doesn't make any sense. Nope, I am not a merchant. Okay. I'm assuming we're talking to the elephant man over there. And I'd be right. Okay. Interesting. Oh, shrunk in a twist. Sure. Okay. So we're gonna be walking around with folks in terms of the quest. low-key scared if I walk a second way, he's gonna fall in the water. Not to say he can't swim, but still. I'm assuming maybe the top one would be good. I don't know. Okay, maybe the more subtle effects. Maybe the more subtle approach will be better next time. You gotta build rapport with your customers first, and then they might think about buying things from you. But that definitely was not smart. So, okay. I guess I'll do that approach for the next person and see if we'll be able to finish the duty. I'm hoping. Maybe. Maybe we'll. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like with the quests that require you to, like choose options, I feel like I get them wrong sometimes. Not intentionally, but I'd be like, oh, it's supposed to be this. And I'm like, nope. Yeah, I'm not in sales for a reason. I understand marketing and things, but clearly it's not my forte in Final Fantasy right now. I want to help him though. Oh no. Well, if we don't do it right, we'll just have to redo it. It's fine. Life happens. I appreciate that this game is not straightforward though, as always. Maybe I'll butter him up. I don't know. I'm crying. He's so nice. He's so nice, even though I didn't help him solve his problem. Oh, let's not jump off the sides of the thing. I'm going to just, you know, try to walk down the normal way, aka using the stairs. I did see in certain stores online they do have the different city nations and like bookmarks and stuff. I actually do have a not shadow box, but I do have a light box of one of the towns in Final Fantasy 14. Shout out to family. I got it for Christmas. It's of the underwater city that we get introduced in Shadowbringers, which I'm forgetting off the top of my head right now. Oh, man. That's messed up. I feel like this won't be the last time we meet this character, but that's crappy. Alright, I'm gonna go see Thancred. And then in regards to stream tonight, we'll probably go for maybe like another... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I'd say maybe like 20, 30 minutes, and then we'll probably call it from there. And I wanted to do a little bit more story for Endwalker, but we'll probably save it for next time. So I want to give y'all like a balance between the two in terms of things. But yeah, probably go a little bit. But apologies, I couldn't give a little bit more Endwalker. But it's okay. Like I said, it's all part of the plan in terms of being able to continue on with the story with Endwalker. So we'll definitely have more Final Fantasy 14 streams, of course. So. What? Oh, crap. Not the Elephant Man, people getting kidnapped? What are you talking about? Disrespectful. You seem like a nice gentleman just trying to make some money for his village. Like, get out of here. Rude. Fan Daniel, I'll get you when I get you, Fan Daniel. Oh, I know I'm going to love this here because I already love the music. Now, the problem is, do I want to be wild and use this for my scholar? The answer to the question is yes. Do I want to run around this area with my other class? I can suck up the EXP? Yes. Can I fight elephants in this area? I don't want to square up on Lion King like that. Why would I do that on purpose? Alright, fine, let me switch back. Dang, you really can kill elephants. They're level 82. What do you mean the Circle of Life could kill me if I'm not careful? Damn. Alright, well, I've taken that seriously. Like, elephants can kill you. And this game really is making it known that, like, yeah, they can stomp me out. Oh, no. We running. Like, excuse me? Y'all gonna leave him alone. That kind man. What do you mean an elephant's going to try to... Oh my god, its eyes are red. Hello? That's cool. No, it is not. No, it is not. That's not great. Jeez. Alright, well, good to know I wasn't, as a scholar, trying to get soak up HP, because I definitely would have died, because what do you mean? This elephant's trying to kill me. Oof, that inventory. Hope I don't want to be cleaning up after stream today. Not actually today, but this week, because absolutely not. Hello? Excuse me, y'all getting killed. Get out of here. Very cool. Just out here chilling, minding his business, and they just started to square up on this man. That's rude. Hmm. Okay. House of Divinities. Nice. I know that's just something else. Oof. As you know. I can add you back to a party if you're done with the role quests, but do no worries if not either. Just, I mean, you can find me. Oh. Oh, now I'm thinking about. I was thinking of being a scholar to like suck up HP, but let me just stop because there's an elephant right there. It's gonna kill me. Maybe. Y'all know I'm gonna finesse the XP around here and not like die. Could potentially, maybe. I don't know. I'm just really worried about getting squared up on by an elephant. Like, I'm dead serious. Them things look vicious. I think it's because I looked right into its eyes. And that was a mistake. I'm gonna kill it first so I can get the XP over here. Sorry. I was trying to getting the nudge of like, hey, ma'am. Can I soak it up if I go this way? Yes. It's not a lot, but I'm still gonna use it. I don't care. I do not care. All right, we're gonna switch it back. Sure. Nice. Okay, two groups of gods. Of wisdom and a form of beast. I do need to look into like what each expansion is inspired by and some of and it's like the cultural appreciation behind them, I think. I think that would be really good to look into. I'm low key curious, to be honest. Um but being of course respectful of people's cultures and religions and stuff as always, because yeah. Yeah, the expiration and XP scales with the levels, so probably better to get it with the higher level job. Makes sense. Yeah. Because I know it'll be a little bit better in terms of scaling when I get Scholar up to level 80. Because I know I'm not going to be level 100 for any of my jobs anytime soon. Or at least for Astro and Sage. Because like I said, the EXP, the amount of XP you need to get by level 90 to 100 is a lot. So. Trying to get better in the habit of talking to, whoops, wrong person. Talking to the Scions and NPCs outside of just the quest. Alright. I do like the music from Endwalker. So, all the music, of course, across the expansions are really good, but the music for Endwalker has been really, really awesome. It's so interesting. Now, it's giving us hints probably what the primal will look like. Hmm. No, I'm with Thankred. You're actually giving really cool information in terms of the culture of this place. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, she's an elephant person? That's cool. Alright, where are we going? Oh. Does that mean we're gonna square up on more elephants that are on 4 legs instead of 2? Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had to sneeze. And then we'll probably do a little bit more on this quest line, but like I said, I think we'll wrap it up pretty soon. Since, I think we've got just 4 more in this quest line before we go to the main quest chain and go towards the rest of the story. So we're still in the very beginnings of Endwalker, but we're getting past the, like, again, the separate routes before you get to the main quest line being 1. I think if I time it right, then we'll probably end up doing more of the Scholar Job quest on the next stream. And then doing it looks like a dungeon's coming up in the next couple of quests. Please don't kill me, crab. I did nothing to you. Go be a crab over there, please. Please and thank you. Don't hurt me. I did nothing to you. This probably wasn't the best way to go, was it? No, it was not. What do you mean there was no way to go this route without being able to fly? Which I cannot do right now. So we're going around. Of course. And again, I always see this every expansion, but I do appreciate that they gave us a little bit of a reprieve before they keep, like, you know, running us into the ground with the drama and the dramatics and the heartache and the pain and trauma of each expansion. Especially with Shadow Warriors. Good lord. Am I still not? Okay, I'm on oh, I could have gone up there. Well. Clearly, cliffs and mountaintops are still dangerous for me, and, definitely not going the right way while I avoid monsters trying to murk me in the middle of this game. Okay, the disrespect of how to get to this aetheryte crystal is very loud. Like, excuse me? Okay, can I go up here? Or is it, like, below in that little tunnel area? Because if it is, you know, might have gone the wrong way, but we're just going to have to live with it now because we've made the choice. It's given Heaven's Ward again, and I was running around trying to find the crystal, and I was like, nope. Of course it'd be below. Jumping! And jumping. Uh-huh, yeah. Okay, cool. You don't have to be me. You could just be, you know, more directionally savvy and just choose to go down this route. It's fine. Yes, you know, thank you, it's down. Yep. Of course. Well, at least we can get back here, so that's good. Are you knocked out? Oh. Well, dang. What in the world? Rut-row, raggy, as Scooby would say, because why y'all all knocked out?
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
Oh, yeah, I can.
So. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
So I can't get to it after. until after the
We have
cutscene, but yeah.
guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
I like your character design.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me. Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days. Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well. You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
How did you pop up that fast?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Stinny is so scared!
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory. Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Jay's like, we gonna pour one out for you. Obsidian.
Your companion, what with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent a request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the great work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
I'm thinking these people went, gotten something bad, and oh, I'm so sorry. I had the volume so low, everybody. Yikes. My bad. I did not mean to do that. I'll make sure to check that next time for stream, because that was bad that it's been low this entire time. That is on me. I don't see Ascenian. Did he get taken, really? Yeah, he gone. Yeah, Ascenian's gonna be busy for a while. Sacrifice of the science gods. Pretty much. Pretty much. Hmm. Mm. I plan to stream it because I did play parts of it, but I have not finished Final Fantasy X. I do know enough about the story though, because my sister accidentally spoiled it for me, but I do know about 10. I do say I will plan to stream 10 and 10 too. I do want to play both, but I do know enough about the story, so it won't be too shocking what happens, but I do want to actually play through the game. Oh, wrong way. Maybe? It's probably not that way. Not me getting a little sticky in. Me thinking they all had some horrible thing to happen to them, only for them to be like, oh, woe is us, and then getting right the heck back up. That's so funny. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, I'm going around, but you know, I could just be making a massive, long, intervening route to go, the scenic route for this. But, you know, it's fine. I'll get where I gotta go eventually, right? Maybe. And hopefully not get murdered by elephants. Huh. Oh! What? Okay. I love how I'm like, I'm good. We Gucci. I do like this little quest where I'm just following this little, I'm gonna call it like a little lamp, just running around. I think after this, we'll just call it for stream. This is, I think, a good start after we finish this one. All right, let me stand back. Thing is really quick. It's giving me the like lamps and stuff from Beauty and the Beast right now. Standing back. I mean, Heidelin is a primal, so. We are protected indeed. Running. Running. Oh, let me stand back. I got. Okay. All right. Oh, sorry, that was kind of jarring. Just me trying to move the screen for a second. Yep, we Gucci over here. Oh, leave it to me. We Gucci. All right. With that, I think I'm going to stop it here. So, as a heads up, we are at Shadowed Footsteps. So we are finishing this quest line. So we're 5% through with Endwalker, which again means we are nowhere near finishing this expansion. But we are about 73.5% through the entire story. So we'll pick back up at Shadowed Footsteps, where we'll finish this quest line and probably do our first dungeon at the next stream, along with I will continue to level up my Scholar to show y'all the last couple of quests in the Scholar job quest line on the next Final Fantasy XIV stream. I do believe at level 63, like it said, that's the next quest that we'll do for Scholar. And then I think there's only... Yeah, there's only 5 more quests in the Scholar line. 63, 65, 68, and 70, and 80. So I just... like I said, I'll try to get as far as I can, because I think we've gotten most of the abilities for Scholar. Yeah, except for one more, which is Ether Pack. And then from there, it's just leveling up the character. I don't think Flying Colors is a skill, is it? Oh, no, that's an achievement. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we just have one more one to get, so it won't be imperative to me being able to do dailies and stuff, but essentially, I do want to show y'all the quest line. So my goal really is to try to get to level 80, like I suggested and shared before, which you're going to see all of the healer quest line regardless. for Scholar next time. So we might either do it the next stream or the following one, depending on the timing of it and how much I level in between streams. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Let me see who I can send y'all off to in terms of shenanigans. I'll again focus on Twitch, and I'll figure out how to raid people once I multi-stream too. But let me see who is doing stuff right now that I can send y'all off to before I scamper for the evening. Huh. Surprisingly, none of my mutuals are not streaming right now. I mean, it's kind of an off day, I think, for me in terms of shenanigans. You can get it up to 70 starting in Summer. They don't lock abilities to drop because at least Summoner doesn't. No worries. Yeah, Summoner doesn't, but I know for some of the healer classes they do. I've gotten all of them, though, at this point. There's just one more where if you don't do... if you don't do... Yeah, yeah. They stop locking job abilities after 70, so you're right, yes. Because, yeah, the last one I got to get is at level 70. But the thing that was the problem was that because I had been leveling up beforehand and doing dailies, I missed, like, how many abilities I didn't have? 1, 2... I didn't have, like, 4 or 5 abilities for a minute because I wanted to stream it, so I had to wait. But it was fine. It just meant that, like, I couldn't do certain things in battle. But now that I can, so it's not that deep, because now the only thing I'm missing is Ether Pack, which I got to level up, which is an instant spell for healing, I think. Yeah, so we're ending stream, yes. I'm just trying to see who I can send y'all off to if you want to go watch some folks over on Twitch. I was gonna try to send y'all off to a mutual, but I don't think anybody I know is streaming right now. I can give y'all a recommendation. There's a streamer I really like. For those of you who don't know, I do appreciate the streamer, Toko. Hi there. I'm sorry, but yes, we're about to end stream. When it's lovely to see you. And I do want to give you a shout out too with everybody else to go, check you out. And I gotta go watch your VOD because I missed your Infinity Nikki stream. But Toko is dope, y'all. But yes, I'm about to end stream. Actually, was gonna recommend. They're not a mutual, but I do like their work. So if you want to go watch another really cool black, I think Kimberly is black and Asian. But she really does a lot of cool, like, content. I really like her stream style. She's very cozy. I'm going to recommend Kimberly if you want to go hang out over on Twitch, because she's playing Infinity Nikki, and I will be playing Infinity Nikki tomorrow, so it'll set you up for tomorrow's stream. But yeah, go check out Kimberly. Super cool. Again, they're not a mutual or anything. I just like their streams. I bought some merch from them because I try to support other streamers and stuff too when I can, of course. But if you're not feeling that, please, I've been streaming for like almost 3.5, 4 hours. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Whether you were watching morning, afternoon, evening, lurking, watching the VOD, came for a second, stay the entire time, all the things, magic. But tomorrow night I'll be streaming Infinity Nikki, and then Friday night I'll be playing I'll be doing Unicorn Overlord. So Infinity Nikki, I think tomorrow's stream we will actually end up we might end up finishing the main story for Infinity Nikki either this stream tomorrow or the next one. Maybe. Probably. Also, did I make my chat disappear again? I think I did by accident. Hold on. Where is it? Where's my chat? I realized that I had scuff where I didn't show y'all the chat again. My bad. Yes, Togo, Infinity Nick is going to be great. But let me just check my YouTube again real quick to make sure I'm not lying. Because, again, I set up all my streams for January. But I am pretty sure that, yes, we are going to be playing Infinity Nikki. Ay, Dios mío, sorry. I just have to, check in terms of my schedule. Yes, we're doing Infinity Nikki tomorrow. And then we're gonna do Unicorn Overload on Friday. So this will not be the last of me, of course. And then next Monday, which is gonna be irregular again, we're gonna do Final Fantasy 14. So we will play more Final Fantasy next week. It's okay, Toko. The side quests are great. There's so much to do in Infinity, I understand. But yeah, we will actually do to that thing to not to that thing, but to what you're saying, Toko. The side quest is what I meant by the thing, as in some of the side quests for Infinity Nikki I've unlocked. So I actually will continue the one I started on the stream, and then we'll continue with the main story quest. Like I said, I think we're either gonna finish the main story either this stream or the next, depending on how long I stream tomorrow. But we'll keep it posted either way. We're getting really close to the end of where the main story is right now. But we've got plenty of Endwalker to go in Unicorn Overlord. So there's plenty of RPG shenanigans and fun to come through. So yeah. But regardless, thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a nice rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. If you're watching the VOD, I appreciate you. If you lurked, I appreciate you. If you again have been infected, excuse me, not infected. If you've been impacted by what's going on in the West Coast, please stay safe, stay well. Please, please take care of yourselves and your loved ones during this really wild time. That's just in general. Don't lick doorknobs, as I always say, and wear PPE. Be careful out here because it is still respiratory season for those of us in the States, in the Americas. People are very sick. So if you don't want other people's germs, wear a mask. Be safe about it. Think about things. Be careful. Be mindful. I'm just saying. Speak for myself and nobody else. I'm just saying. Like, take care of yourselves. I want y'all to be all goody and a hoodie when you do what you got to do. But alrighty. I'm gonna go. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. If not, I'll see you on Friday. If not, I'll see you somewhere on the internet. I'm somewhere around. I'm gonna scamper off and go check in about some things, and it's probably gonna get close to my bedtime because I'm getting up there in age. Well, I'm kidding, but probably get some stuff done before I get ready for bed. So no, Zeno, they don't. Please, viruses and bacteria are not your friend. I will say that every time. Be careful out here because they are not your friend. But stay safe, stay well, stay warm. It's cold in the northern hemisphere, as far as I'm concerned, and yeah, it's winter time. So be all goody and hoodie. But alrighty, y'all. I'm just gonna scamper off. But take care for now, and have a good one. Bye bye.